Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, we are with a new lecture on the topic of fiqh. We're in the first chapter, i.e. At-Tahara. Under the Tahara, we reach to the Nawaqad al-Wudu. The Nawaqad al-Wudu means invalidators of the wudu, i.e. the things that if we do, then our wudu is invalid, i.e. we cannot do any act of worshipping on this wudu, i.e. we cannot pray. Because of this thing that we did, it invalidated the wudu, i.e. is something as it was, as it is, as there is no wudu anyway. It made there like this, as it is, as we have not, we do not have wudu. What are those things that if we do? والذي ينقض الوضوء وضوء خمسة أشياء ما خرج من السبيلين. One of the things that invalidates our wudu is whatever comes out from your front private part or the back private part. Both, anything comes out from the stool, from the urine, from blood, or from any other things. If it comes out from those two places, those two opening places, then your wudu will be invalid. والنوم على غير هيئة المتمكن من الأرض مقعده, i.e. sleeping on something or sleeping on the ground and you have not settled yourself, i.e. if someone sleeps on the ground, then he's sleeping, that's it, his wudu is invalid. If he lie down on the ground and he starts sleeping, then he's sleeping. We don't talk about someone lie down and his eyes open and he's talking, and no, this is something else. We talk about someone that is lying down and he's about to sleep and he slept. That is invalid wudu. But what about someone if he's sitting on the chair and he starts sleeping? This person wudu is still available and he still have the wudu, is not invalidated, and he has the wudu still, and he still can pray with it because he's sitting on the something that is he can hold himself and he's awake still. Because he can hold himself, he's awake. If he's proper sleep, then he will go down. He will know that he's asleep. That's it. But while he's sitting on the chair, he's mutamakkin, he has the power on controlling himself, and also the chair is a reason that his wudu is not invalid. وَزَوَالِ الْعَقْلِ بِسُكْرٍ أَوْ مَرَضٍ. When you get losing your mind, whether because you fainted or you are ill, i.e. you have you became ill, your mind became i.e. you became crazy, or majnoon, they say majnoon, i.e. you lost your mind, you become someone that is not controlling his mind, i.e. those illnesses is the reasons for you that your wudu is invalid. وَلَمْسُ الرَّجُلِ مرأة من غير حائل بينهما غير محرم في الأصح. Also another thing that invalidates your wudu is if you touch a lady that is not your related, i.e. your mother or your sister, or your daughter. If you touch someone not any of those, then your wudu is invalid. And if you touch them without anything, i.e. you wear gloves, or she doesn't wear, or i.e. you touch the skin directly. When you touch the skin directly, then the wudu is invalid. If you touch some unmarried or unrelated is what we wanted, unrelated, a lady or female, if you touch, then your wudu is invalid. Your wife, your mother, your sister, your daughter, that's not into it. That's out. But any other humans, then if you touch, your wudu is invalid. ومس الفرج ببطن الكف, i.e. touching your private part. This is another thing that invalids your wudu, that if you touch your private part, ببطن الكف, i.e. with the plate in middle of your hand. If you touch with your hand, then you touch your private part, then your wudu is invalid as well. That you, i.e. you cannot use that wudu for salat. You cannot use that wudu for salat. Those are the things that we must make sure, be aware of, that invalids our wudu. Like we said, whatever comes out from your private parts, if you sleep, if you lost your mind, you touching a non-related woman, and also you touching your private part, those are the things that if you do, then your wudu is invalid. Then we have another topic on mujibat al-ghusl, i.e. the causes that necessitating that us for ghusl, for shower, for Islamic shower. The causes that if we do, that makes us, we must do wudu, ghusl, we must do shower. What are those causes that we, if we do, it will, we must do shower, or it happened to us and we didn't want it, but we still have to do shower. وَالَّذِي يُوجِبُ الْغُسْلَ سِتَّةُ أَشْيَاء. Those causes that it happens, makes us to do ghusl, are 6 things. ثلاثة تشترك فيها الرجال والنساء. 3 things, the man and woman are same together. What are they? اتقاء الختانين. If the man and woman do a relation, if they do a relation, they must do a ghusl, a showering. That's the first thing. You must do shower if you do a relation between man and woman. إزالة المني. If the sperm comes down, if the sperm comes, the sperms can come by any reason, for any reason. Whether the sperm comes for any reason anyway. We will come to in the future for the reasons and other things that is mentioned in Islamic books. But anyway, if the sperms comes, you have to do ghusl. Wal-maut, if someone dies, we have to do ghusl for them, which we will come to in the future, how you do the ghusl for the maid. Those 3 things, the man and woman are together into it. وَثَلَاثَةُ تَخْتَصُّ بِهَا النِّسَاء. And 3 things are only for ladies. It is only women that to do with this. I.e. it is extra on the 3 things that we mentioned. Is extra on those that we mentioned. I.e. the man has 3 things only, but the ladies has, the woman, the female has 6, not 3. The first is hayd, is monthly period. When she has monthly period, after it's finished, she has to do ghusl, shower, so she can start do the prayer. She cannot do the prayer until she does ghusl. There's another important thing that we want to mention here. For even lady, a woman, when her period finished and Ramadan came and she wants to fast, it's okay. She can do the intention and fast before her wash herself. Washing herself is different. She can start do the niyyah. This is important thing that we must know, because some they don't know. Some they say, I had to do ghusl and I didn't do, so I didn't do the niyyah, so I'm not fasting. No, you don't need. You do the niyyah, you fast, and then after Fajr you wash yourself and do salat. you start praying. The niyyah is something, the Ramadan is something, and the ghusl is something else. One nifas, the second thing is nifas. Nifas is post-natural bleeding, i.e. after the birth. A woman has a bleeding and then she does the ghusl as well. Wal wilada, and after she gave the birth, she does the ghusl as well. And nifas and wilad is similar thing almost, but they are different. Because sometimes the wilada, the child borns dead, or is only meat, or something like this. Or the second child borns, the twin, the second one borns, and then she has to do the ghusl. So on. So after the nifas and the wilada, after the nifas, the post-natural bleeding, and the wilada, and the giving the birth. So on those occasions, in those occasions, that we must do the ghusl. It is important, because some brothers and sisters, may Allah guide them, and us all of us, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide all of us. The biggest problem is when they have relation between each other, they do not wash themselves. Which many times people, they ask me, and many times they ask such questions. My husband doesn't do it, or my wife. Majority of the time is the husband, subhanallah. He doesn't do it. He does not wash himself. And this is a very big mistake the brothers they do, and they shouldn't. Whether if you don't do it, if you're going to wash yourself when you wake up in the morning, that's fine. But just wash your private part and sleep, that's fine. But some brothers, they do not wash themselves at all, and that's the big mistake, and you should not do such things like that. And also another mistake that the sisters, they do, even the brothers, when the wife finished the period, the monthly period, they do a relation between, she wash herself. No, she should wash herself and then do relation. And before the relation, you should not, before washing and doing the ghusl, do the shower, you should not have any relation before that. This is the end of the today's lecture. Inshallah ta'ala, we will come with a new lecture بإذن الله تعالى. هذا والله أعلم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.